Attention is a currency, traded on the screen. Bids in the comment section, likes inflate the dream. Algorithms set the price, not truth, not skill. If it bleeds, it leads. Volatility sells the thrill. Scroll futures, short attention, long outrage. Synthetic fame bubbles pop every age. Everybody famous, nobody known. Borrow validation, leverage ego loans. They don't wanna think cause they want reactors. Fast dopamine hits, not deep thought factors. Your focus is the product, your mind is the land. The strict mind and intention with a swipe of the hands. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and allow multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. Influence laundering, clout gets clean. Renting credibility from a rented screen. The metric ain't meaning it's retention time. If they keep you stuck, they win in the crime. Creators chase trends like fiat with no gold. Printing hot takes till the culture gets cold. Truth moves slow, lies go viral. Speed beats depth in the attention spiral. Everybody branding, nobody built. Flexing highlight reels, hiding existential guilt. The fee rewards extremes, punishes calm. Peace don't convert, chaos sells bombs. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and allow multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. If attention is money, most people are broke. Spending it careless on a digital joke. The richest stay quiet, move off the grid, while the poor yell louder, begging to be seen. I'm investing in silence, compounding my time. Low frequency, thinking in a high-speed grind. I don't chase virality, I build demand. Own my attention, that's a sovereign plan. They monetize distraction, I weaponize focus. While they sell illusions, I sell the notice. What you look at becomes who you are. Choose your markets before you choose your stars. Attention ain't free, it's the cost of your life. Every scroll is a cut with a digital knife. So trade it like it matters, because it does. In the economy of attraction, focus is blood. Attention is a currency, traded on the screen. Bids in the comment section, likes inflate the dream. Algorithms set the price, not truth, not skill. If it bleeds, it leads. Volatility sells the thrill. Scroll futures, short attention, long outrage. Synthetic fame bubbles pop every age. Everybody famous, nobody known. Borrow validation, leverage ego loans. They don't wanna think cause they want reactors. Fast dopamine hits, not deep thought factors. Your focus is the product, your mind is the land. The strict mind and intention with a swipe of the hands. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and allow multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. Influence laundering, clout gets clean. Renting credibility from a rented screen. The metric ain't meaning it's retention time. If they keep you stuck, they win in the crime. Creators chase trends like fiat with no gold. Printing hot takes till the culture gets cold. Truth moves slow, lies go viral. Speed beats depth in the attention spiral. Everybody branding, nobody built. Flexing highlight reels, hiding existential guilt. The fee rewards extremes, punishes calm. Peace don't convert, chaos sells bombs. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and allow multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. If attention is money, most people are broke. Spending it careless on a digital joke. The richest stay quiet, move off the grid, while the poor yell louder, begging to be seen. I'm investing in silence, compounding my time. Low frequency, thinking in a high-speed grind. I don't chase virality, I build demand. Own my attention, that's a sovereign plan. They monetize distraction, I weaponize focus. While they sell illusions, I sell the notice. What you look at becomes who you are. Choose your markets before you choose your stars. Attention ain't free, it's the cost of your life. Every scroll is a cut with a digital knife. So trade it like it matters, because it does. In the economy of attraction, focus is blood.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Good morning, good Sunday morning to everybody. Let me Introduce y'all. Welcome back to the show. This is Attraction Economics, where we break down the supply and demand of attraction, of attention, and how you get the power, the leverage, the status, everything that comes along with attraction and attention, and how you can gain it and spend it accordingly. I am your host, Big Dog Barking. As y'all enter the building, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? And also, if you would like to donate to the Attraction Economics Operation System, we building it as we speak now. I started building it yesterday. If you would like to donate to the Attraction Economics Operation System, excuse me, please hit the Cash App, $ Big Dog Bargain 2132. You know what I'm saying? Big donations, small donation, no donations. If you fool with me, you fool with me. If you don't, go on about your business. Anyway, let me check these. Let me check this chat. Let me see who already in the chat. Give me a minute. What's going on? What's going on?
Just throw me and walk on. I just want you to know I'm gonna be loud.
You ain't gotta come out here and tell me to go to the store.
Told me she thinks she was gonna just throw me and walk over to my house for a minute. I just did it.
All right.
Hey, you know,
Okay. All right. That means that I get to talk a little bit longer. I was going to. Go on your job work. We gotta go check on the new refrigerator. Yeah, when we go get little dog. I don't know, cause I don't know. Ask her, cause we gotta go try to go get us a new refrigerator. Huh? Well, I mean, we need a new one. Oh yeah, excuse me. That was my mom-in-law talking to me. You know what I'm saying? It's one of my nephew' birthdays today, and they talking about taking them to the hibachi spot that they like. We like to go to. That's not too far from my house, so but we gotta get a new refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But anyway, uh, yeah. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Like I said, if y'all in the building, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that cash app if you feel so inclined. I will appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But we are gonna build the operation system anyway by any means possible. So today, before I let y'all go on off church, you know what I'm saying? Pray the Lord, hallelujah, whatever the case may be, whoever you pray to, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk about scarcity. Scarcity creates curiosity, and curiosity creates demand. I mean desire, my bad. I'm sorry. And yeah, we can look at this in different aspects, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's content, whether it's business, whether it's branding, whether it's relationships, whatever the case may be. What you can't get that's readily available is desirable. Just to be short, you know what I'm saying? Just to give you the short before we get deep into this, you know what I'm saying? So so a lot of people don't understand that there's a reason why you want what you can't have. And it's not emotional. Trust me, it ain't your feelings. It ain't because it's gonna break your heart if you don't get it. It ain't because you're gonna throw a temper tantrum because you can't get it. No, that's not why you want something that you can't have. That's not the reason. The real reason you want something you can't have is psychological. It's in your head. You feel what I'm saying? So again, scarcity creates curiosity, and curiosity creates desire. And understand that, when you understand what I just said, that scarcity creates curiosity and curiosity creates desire. Once you understand that, you will stop chasing. You will stop chasing what you can't have, and you'll start attracting what you can't have. So I don't think I'm gonna be up here longer. Like I said, Sunday, I know a lot of y'all gotta go to church and whatever the case may be. I know a lot of y'all, football season over with. So Super Bowl been over with, season been over with. We been me and my son been watching the combine. Been catching up on basketball. So I know a lot of y'all got other things to do. A lot of y'all just not coming in from the club last night. A lot of y'all just coming in from walkout. I'm just sitting up here drinking my coffee and eating my cherry filled donut. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it's like y'all still kind of groggy, whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna just hit y'all with something right quick. You know what I'm saying? So scarcity creates curiosity, and curiosity creates desire. See, a lot of us, both men and women, we sit up here and think that if I can persuade somebody, if I can manipulate somebody, if I can over explain, over justify the situation, I'll gain desire. Think about it. Just off these panels, just off of these platforms, you hear people trying to word situations, trying to word things to get desirable outcomes. And if they don't get the outcome they want, you see they have temper tantrum, you see they crash out and all that right there. You feel what I'm saying? So they thinking that manipulation, they thinking that persuasion, they think that if I just say the right thing at the right time, I'm able to get the desired outcome I want. Me, myself, and like I tell y'all over and over again, in order for me to talk about certain things, I had to actually do it my damn self. I had to actually learn myself what works and what don't work. So again, I was one of those individuals as a youngin that would sit up here and say I can run my mouth and say the right thing at the right time and get what I want. But that's hustling backwards. And it took for me to get to 46 to understand that was hustling backwards. You feel what I'm saying? It took me to the right page of 46 to understand that me running my mouth, selling myself, or trying to manipulate the situation to get what I want is actually hustling backwards. Because the more available something is, the less valuable it is. I'm gonna say that again. The more available something is, the more available someone is, the less valuable they are. The less valuable it is. So while I'm sitting up here thinking by me just running up in every female face, shooting my shots, talking my shit, you know what I'm saying, doing that, I'm actually wearing myself thin because I'm available to every female that's walking. I'm available to every female that's walking. See, ladies and gentlemen, it took me a long time to understand where this mind frame come from because I looked at things in one direction from one lens as a teenager, as a guy in his 20s, a guy in his 30s. It took me to get to 46 to understand that a lot of things I was doing was backwards. A lot of the things I was doing was backwards. I'm shooting my shot at every female walking, not understanding I'm wearing myself thin. I didn't understand that when females would see me, they're like, you talk to too many females. See, we think that's a flex. We think that's a flex that we able to talk to a lot of females. When really it ain't a flex. It's like I'm not valuable. We hear over and over again that you valuable because you could deal with a lot of women. And it's hustling backwards. I'm not valuable because I could deal with a lot of women. I'm valuable because I don't deal with a lot of women. I'm able to stay in one area. I'm able to, you know what I'm saying, keep all my resources to myself and to those that's really around me instead of giving it to everybody that's wanting a piece or me just donating it or whatever the case may be. I think a lot of thinking. You feel what I'm saying? It really took me a lot of thinking, and I ain't had nobody to tell me I was wrong. They always would gas it up, like keep doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? Go holler at them cheeks, go do this, go do that. And of course, I'm thinking that's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that's the right thing to do. And trust and believe. Trust and believe. You might hear some contradictions here and there, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Because just like I said, me stretching myself thin, I'll also say it's like I had options. So however you want to take, some of the things that I say, it's true on both ends. Because if I'm everywhere, I'm nowhere. If I'm always available, I'm not valuable. If I'm always giving up my time and my energy and my attention and my money to something, you know what I'm saying? I'm not valuable. And some of y'all not valuable either, men and women. Some of the content we put out is not valuable because everybody putting out the same content. Some of the brands we buy are not valuable because everybody got some. Some of the businesses we go to are not valuable because everybody go there. We think they valuable because, for whatever reason, but the ones we can't get to, them the valuable ones. Them the ones that's exclusive, the ones that has limited access, them the ones that are valuable. I was sitting here thinking when I was coming up with this about Roof Chris. At one point in time, Roof Chris was very, very exclusive. Only so many people could go to Roof Chris. Now everybody go to Roof Chris. Roof Chris ain't exclusive no more. When everybody can get in. Everybody got access to Roof Chris. If you hear what I'm saying. So when something is everywhere, when someone is everywhere, they're nowhere. When someone is available all the time, they're not valuable. When you keep hearing the same content over and over again from different content creators, it's not valuable. You already heard it. I done said this on numerous occasions. Like, bro, I can wake up 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, between 6 and 8 o'clock in the morning, and turn on this platform. And while I'm watching it from my computer or watching it from my TV, I get on my phone and I'm scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on X, scrolling on TikTok, then YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I see somebody saying something about a certain topic and let them hear what they got to say about the topic. And soon as maybe 10, 11, somebody will come on talking about it again. So they got their point of view of the topic. Then somebody else I watch come on again and they ain't gonna talk about the topic and so on and so forth. And it's like, bro, how many times y'all gonna talk about the same topic? And I understand it's like it's content strategy, but after so long it gets watered down. After so long it get watered down. After so long, it's like, how many times can I hear the same thing? And my wife, you tell me this. When I was heavy watching ESPN Sports Center, 7 o'clock in the morning, I turn on ESPN, and she'll sit there from 7 to 9. I'll be watching First Take. I mean, not First Take, but Get Up from 7 to 9. Listen to what they got to say. Excuse me. And then when 9 o'clock come around and Stephen A. Smith come up there with First Take, they talking about the same thing again. And my wife would sit there and be like, excuse me, baby, didn't they just got through talking about that on the first show? I'm like, yeah. So she's like, why are you sitting through it again? And I'm like, because it's Stephen A. Smith. She's like, but he ain't gonna do nothing but say the same thing they just got through talking about. So why is you listening to it again? I just want to hear what Stephen A. Smith got to say. Then once they go off at 11, somebody will come on and get to talk about it. And I'm like, well, between 7 and 11, I done got enough of it to where like I don't want to hear it no more. I already got the information. Only thing you finna tell me is your point of view from the information I just picked up. I done heard it from this guy, this later, woo, 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 and I done formed my own opinion about the situation, about what I know, especially when it comes down to maybe football or basketball, what I know, and I take it for what it is. I don't have to keep listening to everybody else for the rest of the day talking about this same topic because I already gathered the information and I know what it is. But again, like I said, the truth be told is that we sit up here and make quote unquote content strategy. We sit up here and do the same thing over and over again. And then be wondering why your numbers looking the way you look when you're doing your lives. You be wondering why your numbers look the way they look. A lot of you guys don't even do pre-records. Which was crazy to me because a lot of guys were telling me the shortcut to getting monetization was doing lives and not pre-records. But you can get thousands of views from pre-records. You can get thousands of views from pre-records. You trying to hurry up and get monetized. So again, if I keep saying the same things over and over again throughout the process of a day, different people keep saying the same things over and over again, push the same content out over and over again about the same topic over and over again. How valuable are you if you can keep doing it? How valuable is your brand if everybody has access to your brand? Everybody walking around got on your brand, your logo. Are you really that valuable? Are you really that valuable? I remember at one point in time when I was a teenager, Jordan used to be exclusive. It wasn't everybody couldn't get a pair on drop day. Everybody couldn't get a pair. Either you skip school, you left school early, whatever the case, you had somebody standing in line for you, whatever the case may be. If you wanted a pair of Jordans, you had to go get them because couldn't nobody else get them. You had to be one of the few to have them. You had to be one of the few to have them. They was exclusive. And trust me, I done seen people get their ad whooped for a pair of Jordans. I done seen people get deleted for a pair of Jordans coming up in the 90s. I seen it happen. Now in 2026, everybody got a pair. Everybody got a pair. They're not exclusive. That's one of the reasons that's Nike in the situation they in now is because they focus so much on the Jordan brand. But again, like I said, you can't put out 4 pairs of shoes every month and think people gonna buy 4 pairs of shoes every month. 4 different shoes a month. And with the tariffs hitting, they went from 220 to 230, 250, something like that, depending on which shoe it is. And depending on how many people in my family want that shoe, and I gotta do this 4 times a month. I gotta do this 4 times a month. When the truth of the matter is, they ain't exclusive no more. Everybody can get a pair. Trust and believe. If you didn't get, I think what came out, sir, them cool grade 5s. You ain't get them. You ain't get them. They came out they came out of tax season. You already know. Folks that got their refunds back were finna blow the bag to make sure them and they kids and whoever else they rocking with got a pair of cool grade 5s. And then you can have some people that's mad because they couldn't get a pair. It is what it is. Trust me, come Saturday, with it March 7th. Come Saturday, March 7th, it's gonna be a pair of J come out again. Now, if you want them, you can go get them. If you don't want them, guess what? You ain't gonna get them. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Jordan's not exclusive no more. They might make an exclusive colorway that everybody go crazy about, but truth be told, they put out 4 pair of shoes every month. You can get a pair. It's not that hard. You can get a pair. It's not that hard. When I was coming up, it used to be difficult to get a pair now. Now you can get a pair no problem. So again, when it comes down to brands, if everybody can get a piece of it, how valuable is it really? How valuable is it really? It's not that valuable. It's not that valuable. Man, you know what? I rock with Starbucks K cups. I do. I do. But yeah, man. Y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that share button, y'all hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to tell y'all, scarcity creates curiosity, and curiosity creates desire. Scarcity creates curiosity. Curiosity creates desire. Now, let me tell you about scarcity. Excuse me. See, scarcity isn't about lack of something. See, that's what we be thinking when we say something is rare, something is scarce. It ain't about the lack of it, it's about the access you have to it. It's not about that you can't get something, it's the access you have to that something you want. It's the access you have to that someone you want. That one makes that thing, that idea, that person scarce, is you have no access to it. It's controlled access. It's limited access to what you're trying to get. It's a reason. You feel what I'm saying? So again, them cool grade fives, that was a limited drop. Everybody couldn't get them. Everybody wasn't gonna get them. They was exclusive. They've been pushing them jumps for I don't know how long. Everybody wasn't gonna get them. Everybody wasn't gonna get them. It wasn't like there was a bunch of them. There's a limited supply. That 666 guy, that pure chastised woman, that pure woman, they're hidden. They're not hidden. Oh yes, they are. They are hidden. I'm just lying. Yeah, they are hidden. There's not a lot of them. It's just they hidden. You know what I'm saying? High price clothes, high price alcohol. It's not that you can't get it. Everybody ain't able to get it. It's not always available. So when something is limited, when something is hidden, when something is not available all the time, the brain puts a high value on your brain. The thing between your ear that a lot of us don't use. When something is limited, hidden, or not available at the ready, your brain tells you it's high value. Your brain tells you that person high value because it's not a lot of them. Your brain tell you them shoes have value because it's not a lot of them. Your brain tell you that car is high value because it's not a lot of them. But the funny thing about it is they're not better. Just because there's not a lot of them doesn't mean they're better. It just means it's limited access. That's all that means. It don't mean that the 666 guy is better than the average guy. It just means that it's not. It just means that they're hard to get. The 666 guy is not better than the average guy. It just means the 6'6" guy is harder to get than the average guy. The woman that has zero bodies is not better than the woman that got a lot of bodies. She's just harder to get. Them high designers, them high luxury brands, they're not better than what you get out of Walmart or Target, City Trends, or whatever the case may be. They're just harder to get. The cars, the foreign cars, everybody kind of the Lambo ain't better than the Accord. It's just the Lambo is harder to get than the Accord. Your brain tells you that shit value. Your brain tells you that shit value because it's hard to get. Not because it's better, because it's hard to get. That is why it's so scarce, because it's hard to get, not because it's better. Not because it's better. When I sit here and talk about, it's tax season, folks gonna go get a new car, and a lot of folks gonna spend their good refund on foreigns. Now, one thing about foreigns is this right there: can you afford the maintenance? It's a reason why everybody ain't supposed to get one. It ain't that it's better than an American-made car. It ain't better because the Mercedes better than the Chevy. It's because the Mercedes is harder to get than the Chevy. But even now with Mercedes and BMW, Lexus, Infiniti, everybody can get one of them Johns now. So they really ain't high brand no more. I remember when Cadillacs was the thing to get. Because everybody didn't get no Cadillac. And then everybody started getting Cadillac, and they're like, Cadillacs ain't that valuable no more. Now it's the Cybertruck. They hard to obtain. So now I guess everybody want a Cybertruck. And they ugly. They ugly. Why you want a Cybertruck? Because you can't get one. Because you can't get one. When Tesla was first came out, everybody want a Tesla. Why you want a Tesla? Because can't nobody get one. And then when you get one, you can't do nothing to it. You can't modify it like you want to modify. And then they don't last long. But because everybody couldn't get one, then it's like, I want a Tesla. You want an electric car. Why? Because they expensive. Everybody can't get no electric car, and then you realize you ain't even got no charging stations for the car. But because everybody want one, because they hard to get, you get one, then realize you ain't even got a charging station. A lot of things are not better because they rare. You just can't get them. That's why they rare. You can't get them. You can't go in. Not because it's a better restaurant. It's just that you can't get in. It's not because it's a better club. You just can't get in. And as long as you don't have access to this club, you always want to know why I can't get in the club. I want to get in that club because I see so many beautiful people getting in this club and I keep getting X'd out. Why? I want to get in. It's limited. I want to get in. I want to go to this restaurant, but every time I call to try to make a reservation, I can't never get a reservation. I got to get in this restaurant. I got to get these shoes. I got to get this shirt. I got to get this shirt. I see it. I got to get it. I want to get it. I got to get this man. I got to get this woman. Not because they better. Not because they better. It's just because I can't get them. You think you ain't going to have no issues with a 666 man? How many times have you heard the guy say that? It's like if you go after the 666 man, the high, quote unquote, high value man, guess what? They not better. They're not better. They get to exercise their option. They have plenty of women after them, and none of that. So just by the men telling you, ladies, that you can want what's rare, but that doesn't mean he's better. The men telling you that they're not better. So why do you still want them? Because you can't get them. Men, y'all get to this too, because y'all want wifey material. Y'all want wifey material, and y'all hear day in, day out that you know, marriage don't last past 5 years no more. But why you want a wife then? If marriage don't last more than 5 years. And then somebody like me that been married 20, you call me lucky. And I ain't the guy that's gonna sit up and tell you marriage is perfect. No, hell, it's nowhere near it. It's nowhere near it. So why you want wifey material when you say marriages don't last past 5 years? Why you want one? Why you want one? Because they hard to come across. See, what you got available is a lot of, you know what I'm saying, average ass dudes and thought females, according to y'all. A lot of broken, dusty men and a lot of female with body count. That's what's available. That's what's available. You don't look at them like they valuable word for damn. I agree. But the ones y'all chasing after ain't no better. They do the same things. It's just you can't get them. It's just you can't get them. That's why you so crazy about them, because you can't get them. Like I say all the time, is if we had a society full of women that were ready to get married, you wouldn't want them. You wouldn't want the women that want to get married. We see that now. Is that it's plenty of women that want to get married. Y'all not checking for them women. But I also complain that you can't find the wifey material. Go figure. But the truth of the matter is, your brain tells you something is high value, not because it's better, because you can't get it. That's scarcity. That's scarcity in a nutshell. Now, let's talk about curiosity. Now, just because something is rare, just because something is scarce, that ain't it. That ain't the whole thing. Just because it's scarce, just because you ain't able to get it, just because your brain done told you this is high value, that's not enough. That's not enough. Curiosity opens up a loop. You feel what I'm saying? Curiosity opens up a loop. And curiosity is what puts people through the loop. Because you see what you see, and your brain then told you what you see is high value. But curiosity is what tell you is why the understanding come into play. You see what you see, and your brain tells you this is high value, not because it's better, because it's hard to get. And now curiosity, your brain is triggering the other part of it. It's like, I see what I see, now I want to understand it. I want to understand why I want this man. I want to understand why I want this woman. I want to understand why I want this car, why I want this shoe, why I listen to this content, why I go to this business, why I wear this brand. I want to understand why. I see what I see, and I value it the way I value. I want to understand why I value it. That's the bridge. That's the friction between scarcity and desire. Is the curiosity. And we're wired. Men and women are wired to close that loop. to close that gap between scarcity and desire. Curiosity is that bridge. We're wired to close that loop. We're wired to close that loop. We're wired to answer them questions of why I want this. I'm trying to understand why I want this. Why? Is it because how it look, how it smell, how it tastes, how it feel? Is it the words they say? What is it about what is it about something I said is rare? What is it? Why? Why do I want it? I'm trying to understand why do I want it? When I'm sitting here and telling you it's not better, it's just hard for you to get. So why? Why do you want it? Why? Now, just look at yourself. Look in the mirror. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Are you scarce? Are you scarce? Is there a lot of people knocking down your door? Or you don't have anybody knocking down your door, your phone dry, the dating app dry. What is it? Are you scarce? Because a lot of y'all men think like I think. You're not gonna say it out loud. But a lot of y'all think like I think. A lot of y'all want to move it the way I think. For the good or for the bad. But the thing about it is, I'm an available nigga. I've been an available nigga. I'm not special. I'm not rare. I'm available. I'm average. The way I think, the way I talk might be rare. And I just heard that not too long ago is that, guys like me don't exist as far as the communication skills. I'm not scared to talk. I'm not scared to talk to the opposite gender. I'm not scared of them. So guys like me are rare. See, that's where I'm scarce at. So now, with that being said, from a woman mouth, other women gonna look at me and say, why do I want to talk to him? He's average looking. I'm depends. I'm handsome to some, average to others, ugly to some, He 6 feet. Okay, I guess a couple I beat by average. I'm 6 feet. But because I talk the way I talk to the opposite gender is rare in a time where men don't talk to women. Men don't approach women. Men always gotta be right when it comes down to talking to women. And a guy like me that understand the game, I can talk to women with no problem. Not that I'm looking for no other women. It's just I know how to talk to them. And that by itself leads to women being curious on why that you like talking to me more than you like talking to a guy that look better than me. That's their curiosity. Is why I like talking to him more than I like talking to the guy that look better than him. Because I know how to talk. That's rare in a time like this. I done said this once before. Is when it came down to why women like dealing with men that got women. Because it ain't that many husbands right now. It ain't that many men that's married right now. So there's a single woman out there that see a married man and want to know why he married to her. What's so special about her what's so special about him that she married him? She want to go find out. Because it's rare. It's rare. And on the opposite end is why you so curious about Shawty right there. Why are you so curious? What is it about her that made him wife her? You want to know. And you'll try to find out one way or another. You'll try to find out why he wifed her. Why? I done said these stories over and over again just as a youngin'. As guys bypass chicks that I was dealing with to go get the better looking chicks. I understood why. She looked better than the chicks I mess with. And once you got what you got from her and you didn't get far with her, because all y'all chasing behind the pretty chick, now you want to double back and see why I got her. Why I'm rocking with her like I'm rocking with her. And then you see why now you want a piece of what I got. See, that's that scarcity because everybody chasing behind this one female because of how she look. And then when I get a chick that do everything I need her to do as my girlfriend, now you see that's hard. Now you want pieces of that because now I want that too. But why? I understand why you chasing behind the pretty chick. She pretty. I understand why you chasing behind the pretty chick. She pretty. That don't take too much curiosity on strike me. I understand why. You running behind her. She because of how she look. That ain't rocket science. But why you want the chick I mess with if she's not pretty? She's average. Why you want her? Oh, because she doing all the rare things you want your girlfriend to do. She's doing all the rare things you want your wife to do. And you see mine doing it. So now mine becomes attractive. Remember, this is attraction economics. You went behind the pretty chick. We know why. Why you chasing behind the average chick? Because the average chick gonna do all the things you say women don't do. I know why you chasing behind the 666 guy. I know why. That's not. I ain't got to wreck my brain to know why you chasing behind him. But why you want the guy that does all the shit you want your dude to do? It's a reason I was in some of the situations I was in. Not because I was better. It was because I was hard to get. See, at one point in time, I was stretching myself thin, just shooting shots. But then when I get somebody and I actually show that I actually can be a good dude, that was the problem. I was a good dude. I could be loyal. I could be faithful. I could do what dudes supposed to do for their women. I can do that. Been doing it for 20 years now. I can do that. But because I can do that in a society where it's hard to get that, I get looked at like a snack. I'm more attractive. Not because I look better, not because I'm taller, not because I got more money. It's because I do what y'all say men don't do. And proud of doing it. So when I'm on my bullshit, I know why I'm able to do what I'm doing because guys like me are rare. Guys like me are rare. You see what I'm doing for mine, and you want to understand why you can't get a guy like that. Not because I'm better, but because you can't get a guy like that. So now, and I admitted this, I with the shit. Now I become attractive to females that I shouldn't be attracted to. Now I become an option to females I shouldn't be an option to. Because of how I move. Ladies and gentlemen, I be trying to tell y'all, it ain't it's what you're doing. It's in you. I'm knowing what's going on. That's why. Now I'm gonna tell you, that's why I sit here and say, I'll take advantage of you for thinking what you're thinking. You thinking because of what I'm doing is rare to you. It's hard for you to get that. And you willing to do whatever just to get a piece of that. And I know what you're doing. I could play the game just like you want to play the game. That is what I try to tell y'all about attraction economics. That is what I try to tell y'all about attraction economics. Scarcity is not because I'm better, it's because it's hard to get. It's hard to get a guy like this. It's hard to get a woman like this. It's hard to get in that car. It's hard to get in that logo. It's hard to get in that establishment. It's hard to get. That's why it's rare. That's why it's scarce. Curiosity is like you see what you see, and you're trying to understand why. You're trying to understand why. I see what I see and why I want it. I'm curious why I want it. Y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that share button, y'all hit that subscribe button. Now, desire. So now, once curiosity is activated, desire is automatic. Once you get curious about something, now you desire it. Once your brain start working, your brain working and saying what you see is rare, then your brain is working to say why I want it. Desire is activated. Now you got to get it. Now you got to get it. It is not forced. It's not pushed. It's not sold. You got to get in there. You got to have it. Because both men and women feel like both men and women desire what they feel like they discovered. Think about that. Both men and women start desiring what they feel like they discovered. And again, the reason I talk the way I talk about females and the things I have done in my 46 years of living is not because I'm better. It's because, one, I was hard to get when I finally got with somebody. I'm hard to get because of what I do when I'm with somebody. That's rare. What I do when I'm with somebody is rare in today's time. You trying to understand why she get what he got to offer. You're trying to understand why she get what he got to offer. So now you looking at me like I done found Bigfoot. I done found the Loch Ness monster. I done found the chupacabra. I done discovered something that's hard to find. Now I want it. Now you didn't discover something hard to find and you want it. That's desire. Same way with men and women. It's like you see a woman and you want to know why she's giving everything to that man. I want to understand it. I want to understand it. And then when you start peeping game and start seeing what's going on, you're like, oh, I found the chick. I found the ride or die chick. I found the good girl. I found the chick that's willing to do whatever for her man, and I want it. I discovered something that's hard to find, and I want it. I want it. Think about it. Think about it. A lot of these situations come from you finding somebody that you say is hard to find. A lot of the things it is that you found something that you said was hard to find and you found it. Like just found a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You found the 4-leaf clover. You discovered something. Now you want it. And you willing to do whatever in your power to get it. You willing to violate to get it. Just to taste it, just to smell it, just to feel it. You willing to violate. You willing to go against. You willing to break laws. You willing to steal it. You willing to negotiate. You willing to bargain for it. You willing to beg for it. You want to own it and don't even have possession of it. You want to get it and ain't even got it. You want to have it and you willing to do whatever it takes to own it, to possess it. Any person, thing, or idea. You desire it. You willing to crash out for it. Just because you think you found something rare. Because you discovered something rare. You willing to crash out. You, my God, is willing to violate that man over there just to get the woman he got, because the woman he got does everything you want your woman to do, and you willing to violate that man and try to take his woman. Because you done discovered that that woman is better than the woman you got, or better than your situation when you ain't got no woman. And she's the woman that give you everything you say you want, and you willing to violate that man. I done been violated and I done violated. So that's why I'm able to tell y'all that. I done been violated. And I also violated. Guys done took a chick from me, and I done took a chick from a guy. Women, y'all do the same thing. Y'all discover the guy that's gonna do everything you want a guy to do, and you willing to go against sisterhood just to get that man, just to get a piece of that man. Because the man you got ain't cutting the mustard, or you ain't got no dude. And the dude that right there, he does everything you like. Think about it. You desire that. You desire that car because you see somebody driving that car and it look better than the car you got. You willing to go broke just to get that car. You see them shoes that somebody got. You want them. You willing to go broke to get them shoes just to say you got them. You willing to go over budget to go inside their club, to go inside their restaurant, just because you see everybody else going inside their club or restaurant. You willing to put yourself in debt just to be able to buy. You willing to go against the grain. You willing to take your sister's man. You willing to take your partner's good just to see what it's like to have, because you think they better than what you already got. That is desire. That is desire. And it's everywhere. It's everywhere. The content you listen to. You desire certain content because the content that you hearing makes you feel some type of way. It's better than the content you already listening to. It's better than the content you already putting out. You want to do that type of content. You desire that type of content. You desire to do that type of content. You desire to do that type of business because you see what it gets you. You desire these different things. You desire it. And you're willing to do whatever to get it. You're willing to do whatever to get it. You're willing to do whatever to be in somebody's presence because of desirability. You're willing to do it. Stop explaining. Create the space. Stop explaining. Create the space. See, again, like I said at the beginning of this, is that once you understand what desire is, scarcity creates curiosity. Curiosity creates desire. And once you understand that, you will stop chasing it and start attracting it. Stop chasing it. Start creating a space so it'll come to you. Let the people come to you. Let the people come to you. Let them understand. Let them think. Let them find out. Let them come in. Let them come in. Let everything that you're chasing come to you. Create the space. Create the identity. Stand on what you are. Be you. Be rare. Be scarce. Find out what it is that you're good at that somebody else is not good at. And stand on that. Look around the landscape. Look around. See what everybody else is doing. See what you're good at and compare that to everybody else. And stand on that. And whether it takes a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, or a couple of years, build on what you are. Build on what you are so you can get what you want. So you can get what you desire. It's going to come to you. Instead of sitting up here and going gaga and crazy over something that everybody else going crazy over, and you just got to go get it. You going crazy over this chick. You going crazy over this dude because everybody else going crazy over this chick, going crazy over this dude. Do you? Do you so you can have an individual, so you can have a chick go crazy over you? Do you so you can have a dude go crazy over you? Do you so you can get a brand deal? A brand comes to you instead of you going to a brand for a deal. Do you? So again, I'm saying all that to say this right here. I'm saying all this to say right here. Scarcity creates curiosity. Curiosity creates desire. And if you build with that in mind, you ain't got to chase. Everything gonna come to you. Scarcity creates curiosity. Curiosity creates demand. And when you build whatever you build, knowing that, you won't have to chase attention. Everything will come to you. So, what time is it? 9:51. So, I'm gonna let y'all go and get into the church house and say your prayers, you know what I'm saying? Ask the Lord to forgive you for your sins. Just when you sit there and go up to the altar and put your money in the plate or the basket or whatever, swipe your card at the 18, whatever, you know. Just that when you get ready to walk back out them doors, once he said the doors of the church are open, don't go back out there and sin again. Because then it's gonna be like, how many sins you gonna have before he finally say I'm through with you? Anyway, if you ain't like this joint. If you ain't subscribed. If you haven't shared this out, share this out. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't donated. That's optional. I would like it. But like I said, we are gonna build it. We are in the process of building the attraction economics operation system as we speak. So you know what I'm saying? Any donations you send to my way will speed up the process, but the process is processing. So with all that being said, I'm gonna get over with y'all a little later, maybe tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Have some fun, go eat some good food, smoke big blunts, and chill out. And I will get up with y'all good people later.
Told you. Explain everything I learned. Say less. Make them lean in. Let's talk more pool, that's the code I live by. If they gotta ask questions, I already went right. I don't show the whole play, I just give them the why. Mystery, make them invest, transparency, make them scroll by. Less, more pull, let the silence reply. I don't need to convince, let the presence imply. If they curious, they coming, I don't gotta try. Mystery, make them commit, transparency, make them pass by. Everybody oversharing, trying to prove they the one. Every detail on display, now the tension is gone. If you in it all the way, what's the reason to stay? No discovery, no desire, no reason to pay. See, attraction is occurring, I just tap in the flow. I don't chase attention, I just give them a glow. When you speaking outcomes, not the steps that you took. Now they leaning in heavy like the end of a hook. Yeah, I don't over justify, I don't beg to be heard. I just plant a small seed, let it spread through the world. And the ones who align, they gon' follow the trail. Curiosity convert, that's a silent sale. If you gotta explain it, you lower your frame. If you quiet with power, they remember your name. It's not what you say, it's the space that you leave. The space turn attention into something they need. I don't post every move, I don't show every win. I let essence talk loud, let it echo within. See the market is loud, everybody compete. But the quiet authority hit different on beat. I give glimpses of vision, I don't open the vault. Make them wonder what's deeper, now they feel it's their fault. If they don't lean in close, they might miss what I know. And that fear of missing out, turn a spark to a glow. I don't argue with doubters, I don't fight for belief. I just let results talk, let success be the brief. If they ready, they find me, if not, let them pass. I don't need every eye, I just need the right class. Say less, let it breathe. What's hidden got more gravity. When they ask, you receive. That's the law of attraction, see.
Less talk, more pull, that's the code I live by. If they gotta ask questions, I already want right. I don't show the whole play, I just give them the why. Mystery, make them invest, transparency, make them scroll by. Let's talk, more pull, let the silence reply. I don't need to convince, let the presence imply. If they curious, they coming, I don't gotta try. Mystery, make them commit, transparency, make them pass by.